This is the scariest thing that could happen in your case. You think the deadline to sue in New York State is 2.5 years for a medical malpractice claim. But as you're looking through the medical records, you find something very scary. It's that the clinic or the hospital where you treat it is a federally subsidized clinic. Because with the federally subsidized clinic, you have to bring the suit under a law that's called the Federal Tort Claims Act. And the deadline to sue is 2 years from the date of the malpractice, not 2.5 years. And you know what makes this even scarier? These federally subsidized clinics, they're all over the place. Here's the even scarier part. Let's say you go to a non-federal hospital, Bronx Healthcare in the Bronx. That's not a federal hospital, but their clinics are federally subsidized clinics. So if you treat at one of the clinics, let's say for your prenatal care, you deliver at the hospital, but there's negligence at the prenatal care, that claim would have to be brought under the Federal Tort Claims Act. The deadline to sue is 2 years, not 2.5 years. So the key in this type of situation, if you're treating at a clinic, is it a federally subsidized clinic? Because if it is, it's subject to the 2-year deadline to sue under the Federal Tort Claims Act. And that deadline to sue is shorter than what is typical 2.5 years in New York State. Really critical deadline. If you're treating at the Veterans Administration Hospital, it's a 2-year deadline to sue under the Federal Tort Claims Act. What that means, you have to file a notice of claim that's called a standard form 95, has to be filed. If the federal government denies the claim, which they almost always do, then you have 6 months from the denial of your claim to file a lawsuit. Really scary stuff, because all of these deadlines to sue against the federal government, United States of America, are shorter than what you'd have with almost any other hospital. You always want to ask your attorney, is the clinic or the hospital a federal clinic, a federal hospital? Because if so, the deadline to sue is much shorter than what you have with the typical hospital in New York State. So that's the scary news today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please share. If you comment, I will respond, and I'll see you next time.